It's a wreck. Crafton and John West Townley getting together.
There you go, good save, keep coming, there's debris over there, just keep racing, we're still green.
And then watch what happens from there.
Just gets loose, has to chase it, runs up into Matt Crafton, turns him around. Look at the job Matt does here. Completely sideways up there with no grip. Oh, trouble! Right in front of our leader.
The race leader, Cole Custer, got into Spencer Gallagher, who had spun around with 41 laps to go.
Look at the damage on that 00 truck. See, Cole's right up against the outside wall. He just turns around right in front of him. And Caleb Holman said it best, once you drive in the corner, it's not like you can jump on the brakes and just turn that truck left.
This truck just slides those front tires, and you can see he had no chance of missing that. At Bristol, every now and then there's wrecks that are unavoidable, and that was a case of...
And boy, it could get a lot worse now. Contact right there.
Oh, both of those trucks into the tire barrier.
And he brings out the 15th caution. Menard was behind him, and into the wall he put him.
Those are the type of accidents you see later in the race. That's just frustration. There's really no good reason for that. You know, Paul Menard looks like he's looking underneath him. The 55 comes down to the bottom of the racetrack. The 27, I know he has momentum, Jeff, but he has pedals in the race car. You know, he chooses to get into the back of the 55, maybe not meaning to spin him out, but at least push him, try to carry some momentum down the front stretch. It was too much. The 55 couldn't handle it.
Oh, problems here. Every pit road. And going over the double jump is the 15, just launching the truck into the sky is Mason Mingus. Look at all the damage left behind. I mean, he got all four wheels off the ground. Watch how fast he came in here.
Just coming in too hot
on entry. I don't know if maybe the brakes didn't. It seemed like the brakes got to working good right before he hit the grass. Look at that thing ramp up in the air. A really difficult pit road to get to, Phil, because it's right way around the turn. So, but that wasn't even close.
Sure wasn't. A lot of damage to Mason Mingus's truck as well, as you see Timothy Peters go by.
Into the wall goes the 10, and 10 is hit as well as she was coming back down the track. Danica Patrick. Looked as though the 55 of David Reagan made contact with Danica as she was coming down the track. She gets the car refired. Looks like she's going to try to drive it back.
Danica on the outside of Newman.
And around she goes. Didn't look like there was contact there, but could have been earlier.
Yeah, I have to believe there was contact the way she turned around quickly. Here comes David Reagan. Nowhere to go. He did nothing wrong.
Oh, and there goes Theriault hard into the wall. And that's Reddick in the 19 that had the problem that kicked it all off with Theriault as he comes grinding to a halt on the front straightaway after a huge, heavy impact here on the front stretch.
There's Reddick high in turn 4 loose. Just about has his truck saved, and along comes Theriault. Look at that right front tire.
Yeah, really nothing Austin can do.
At all.
And Tyler Reddick, he was just fighting to regain control of his truck.
I don't know. We didn't see if anything maybe clipped Reddick and sent him sliding sideways. We just caught it as he was up there.
The 14 of Cale Conley. Heavy contact. And it looked like the 15 of Stanton Barrett as well involved.
DJ, that's a Dover wreck if I've ever seen one. There's nowhere to hide. If you spin on one of these straightaways, if you don't get caught in the outside wall, the inside wall will get you. You see here, 15 car has a fire under the hood.
Well, we have the 15 getting sideways, and then Cale Conley's just in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately.
And this is going to be a hard hit because I think I know where Cale Conley's going to end up. I've seen this play before. This inside wall.
Yeah, there's safer barrier there now, which is a great move that this Speedway did, and NASCAR mandating that happens. Certainly not as hard as it was, but still a hard lick.
So hard as a driver when you have to turn the wheel back right. If you don't, you're going to spin out. But when you turn the wheel back right and the front tires catch, this is what happens. So you just got to not turn the wheel back to the right as hard. It's very difficult to do. We see Really good race car drivers do this, and every tire is different.
54 posted pass-through penalty pushing, and here's the big one down the back straightaway at Talladega. Matt Crafton in it.
And he just knew it had to happen at some point. It was just too tight. There was too much pushing and shoving, and finally it all just broke loose.
Oh, it looked like that. The Johnny Sauter truck, I think, was in the middle, and someone didn't know he was there.
Yeah, it was a 51 truck, Mike. It looked like he was on the top 3 wide there and started to come down over the cross of over the front of Johnny Sauter's nose, and that's really what triggered the whole accident.
Yeah, that 51 of Matt Tift got turned around riding backwards, saw damage for.
Still there.
Oh, around goes the 20.
Keep coming, shove through it.
Kids at the round,
Back it
out in front of the field. The 41 has damage. Joey Logano clears him, but the 2, incredible damage on the 2 of Brad Keselowski as well.
They took off slow, and the 22 got at the racetrack. The 2 got in the back of the 22. They come off the corner, and the 20 and the 2 make contact. It's on from there.
Yeah, and the 41, it really has nowhere to go. They spin and catch the 41. He makes heavy contact with the inside wall.
Top 2 trucks side by side as they go through 3 and 4.
They're together.
Oh,
they're together.
And there goes Sauter. Oh, man. Huge implications.
It looks like Eric Jones may be able to survive that contact.
Not that 88 truck.
Man, no way.
Here, man.
Sauter's truck taken out, the 88 heavy damage, and how about the 4?
You can just see right there the truck was up the hill. Jones had to make the corner, and then he slides down and takes out his teammate as well.
You know, Eric Jones made a little more severe contact with the outside wall than I initially thought.
The 88 is involved. The 15 as well.
Yeah, the 88's really trying to push the issue on these new tires. He tries to get to the outside of Ty Dillon. You see the 15 come up, actually, and get into Ty Dillon. That causes the 15 to go around. He catches the 88 in the left rear quarter panel. Really, the first replay, I thought it was the 88 that pushed the 33, but looking at it a second time, that's not what happened. It looked like Clint Boyer got into the 33, got himself spun around, and caused the accident behind him.